Craig's stuff. Craig's stuff. Craig's got a lot of stuff. Yeah. Craig's stuff. Craig's stuff. Craig's got a lot of stuff. Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Craig's Stuff. My name is Craig, and this is some of my stuff. Today we're taking a look at the brand new Figma Naofumi Iwatani from the Rising of the Shield Hero, which is one of my absolute favorite animes now. I mean, you know, it's only one season, but I enjoyed the hell out of it. I'm so excited for season 2, which I think is now coming out, I guess, in 2022. I'm guessing early 2022. I really don't know. Let me know in the comments when the heck season 2 of Shield Hero is coming out, because you could do that instead of making me Google it. But yeah, super hyped for this figure. This, I believe, is actually either the first or one of the first. It might actually be the first Figma to use soft goods. So I'm really excited to take a look at how they do that, because I think most of the Figmas, as far as I'm aware, at least, I mean, I could be wrong about this. Most of the Figmas are all plastic. Usually capes are all plastic, but this figure has a soft goods cape. So very excited about that. Anyway, this is the standard box that we're getting here for our boy Naofumi. Green box, got a photo on the side. Photo of him on the side there. On the top. On the bottom. And on the back, of course, there's plenty of different things showing all the different shields and accessories that you're getting with them. Anyway, without further ado, I think it's time we pop this sucker open. Alrighty, so here's our boy out of the package. But before we talk about him, we got to talk about the accessories he comes with. And we get a solid assortment. Not a crazy amount of stuff here, but, you know, just pretty much what you need. Actually, there would have been a couple of cool things they could have thrown in. But anyway, we're not talking about that. We're talking about what he does come with. First off, we get the base piece, which is the standard Figma arm, which has this little attachment here, as well as, I guess this is a new attachment that's included. I'm assuming that has to do with the fact that it is on a, it has this, has the cape, I guess. So they're giving us this little extra arm, I guess, to do something with. Maybe, I really don't know exactly. I guess it's just going to help keep him standing, maybe, somehow. I don't know, whatever. Not important, but you get a couple other arm pieces. Then, of course, the cape, which I think is awesome. I think that looks really cool. We're gonna put that on him when I do the review, but you can see it just attaches to him on the back. There's some peg holes, and then this piece most likely is just gonna go through the peg and into his back, so that way he stands up. Also, I guess you get this piece. This probably also goes into his back to hold on to the so that the thing actually stays on. I guess that's what that is. I don't know why it wouldn't just be built into it. That's kind of weird. Then you get the little alternate wrist peg, the just in case you break one thing, which is great. I always love that you get these. I've never had a problem with wrists, so it's never been an issue, but it's great. Then you get the two different shields. You have, this is, I believe, the Rage shield. This is when he goes all crazy and gets that really powerful stuff. And that looks pretty good. It's not perfect. You could see, like, you know, I guess it's a little sloppy. It's just kind of correct. It always bothers me when there's even a little bit of sloppiness. Like, you can see, like, it's not super flat there. A little bit of sloppiness just on such an expensive figure. I mean, what are you paying for when they get this? I don't know. Anyway, this is another shield. I don't remember what this one is called, but he does use it in the show. Again, it's nice. It's not 100% perfect. You can see the gold kind of going over a little bit. It's like it's missed. You know, it's again not perfect. Then you get a bunch of hands. We get 6 alternate hand options. Then I guess he of course has fists on him, so you get 8 hands in total. Then you get 2 alternate faces. You have this nice smiling, smirking kind of like, I don't know what I call it, happy face. It's kind of like he just like, I don't know. That's good. Then he got this yelling face. Mine actually came a little bit. It's not perfect. You can see there's a little bit, little scratch there on the top, and you can see this eye on the left eye, especially, is kind of off a little bit. It's a weird. You can see just compare the right and the left eye. This, I guess, the stamp didn't work perfectly. I don't really know, but honestly, from far away, you can't tell at all. And with the little scrape on his eyebrow there, it's not going to matter because it's going to be covered up by his hair. So, don't matter at all. All right, now I think let's take a look at the figure himself. Alrighty, so here's our boy Naofumi now with his cape on. And man, does he look awesome with his cape on. I'm honestly already thinking figure of the year candidate right here. He obviously has some flaws, but man, he just looks so cool. It's awesome. I'm super hyped for this guy. Anyway, the sculpt on him I think looks really good. I think they did a great job capturing him from the anime, and it's really nice. As you can see here, this is where you just plug the cape in. Paint on him is pretty good over, it's not perfect by any means. Like I showed on the shields, you can see they kind of missed a little bit here on the sides and whatever. I mean, it's not, and in here too, paint isn't definitely is not perfect. I mean, it's possible that the paint could be worse than other Figmas only because of what's going on with COVID, and who knows if the factories are running at the peak performance. But actually, look right here, you actually missed the black right there on the shield, so they didn't even paint the shield completely. So he does definitely suffer from imperfect paint, at least for a figure that's this expensive. Normally that wouldn't be an issue on something cheaper. The face though, at least this face looks really good. No problems with that. I'd always love how the anime faces generally look. I think they usually always do a really good job. The eyes just always look incredible. So that's really cool. I like that a lot. Although one thing I'm noticing here is it looks like his pants, or at least this portion of his pants, are like a different color plastic than the lower portion. You can tell it's like a slightly lighter green in the crotch area. I don't think it's supposed to look like that, but it certainly does. So yeah, he definitely does have his problems, but I still really like him. Now we'll talk about articulation, which is, in my opinion, always the most important part. And I think this figure is going to really kill it when it comes to articulation. So let's see. Right, starting from the top. Well, not doing so good. He can't look back at all. When this thing is on here, he can't look back at all. That's just because this is in the way. The figure definitely can look back if you take this off, but you're going to want this on most of the time anyway, so I'm just going to leave it on. You can't look back at all. He does look forward a teensy bit. He tilts a very little bit side to side, and he looks left and right as well. And you actually there's a lower neck and upper neck motion there as well. Then this thing on his chest actually moves a little bit, so you can see it's actually on a ball joint, so that actually can get out of the way a little bit if you need, for whatever for him posing or moving. So it allows just a little bit of extra motion when necessary, which is cool. Then for his arms go up past a 90-degree joint. They go down. There's actually an up-down there, so that's actually because it's on a ball joint. There's also the nice in and out butterfly joint. Look at that butterfly joint. That's a really big, deep butterfly joint. A lot of motion from the arms, and of course you go all the way around, as well as twists there. He does spin at the upper bicep a teensy bit. Let me just take the shield off here just for now. He does spin at the upper bicep, but it's really tight. Yeah, you can see it's but it doesn't seem to want to spin all the way, which is kind of weird, but he does have the shoulder spin, so it's not too big of a deal. Then he has a solid single jointed elbow that brings it in pretty deep, if I do say so. He also spins at the upper wrist there, not just a teensy bit. Again, just like the upper bicep, it's really just where the glove connects to the arm. It does only spin just a tiny bit. Also, that's where the shield It's obviously attached, so there's just a peg right on there in the arm. Shield just pops in and out like that. Then at the wrist, you have the regular Figma joints, so they go in, out, all the way around, up, down, any which way you want. Then he spins at the upper chest. You get side to side, you get forward and back. Then at the lower abs, you get all this crazy range of motion. Look at that. Side to side, all the way back, super far forward. So you get this crazy crunch from him, which is really, really good. It's really, really nuts, actually, how far he can crunch. And it does pop up a little bit to increase that range of motion. Then these little armor plates on his legs are actually on ball joints, so they actually move around, again, just to help it get out of the way and allow it for more articulation. But you do got to be careful, as they will get knocked off. Then his legs kick about that far forward. They go that far back. He does spin at the, not at the upper thigh, but like inside, kind of like the McFarlane figures do. So you do have that bit of spin. Unfortunately, it doesn't do too much before just popping out. So you got to be careful. Of course, the crotch area is soft, so it allows you kind of just to move whichever which way, which of course it does. Like I said, like I love the soft butts, so you can get the leg to go straight back. He actually spins a teeny bit at the knee, not very much, but it does bend at a single joint. It goes back that far. It's actually one of the things I don't love about the sculpt is this huge, like, gaping hole. But unfortunately, it's sacrificed for articulation, just like some of the Revel tech, like the Bakugo, I believe, and the Deku have something like this. And honestly, it's not. I don't mind it that much, especially when it comes to articulation. You're always looking at him from the front anyway. And at the ankle, he spins both sides. He goes forward. It goes back. He has ankle pivot, and there is toe articulation too. So he's definitely one of the taller Figmas, standing just about 6 inches tall. Here he is next to the SH Figuarts Ultra Instinct Goku. Here he is next to the McFarlane Toys Geralt from The Witcher. And here he is, of course, next to the Figma Raphtalia. Here he is next to the Figma Amelia. And here he is next to the Marvel Legends Gibbon. Alright, so overall, I really, really do like this figure. He definitely suffers from some paint problems, but overall, it's just such a fun figure. He looks really, really cool. And the articulation is so good. And he's one of my favorite new anime characters, so I'm very, very hyped to have him in my collection. I'm really hoping that they go deeper and we get a few more characters from the show. Unfortunately, Figma tends to do like 1 or 2 characters and then they're just like, we're done. For some reason, I don't know why. It's a weird thing they do, but I'm glad we got him. And yeah, I can't wait to get him in my display. Anyway, if you like this review, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Please check back every Friday at noon for brand new videos. Check out my Instagram. It's at Craig Stuff. I will see you guys next time. Later.